What's up, Marvel fans? We're now several months past the release of Captain America: Brave New World, and the dust has already settled. And Sam Wilson has officially cemented his place as our new Cap, but the real question is, did his first solo outing hit the mark, or did it miss the target entirely? Because let's be honest, the buzz around this movie has been divided. Critics have had their say, audiences have theirs, and the numbers tell an interesting story. Some are calling it a much-needed return for the MCU, and others calling it a political thriller, with heart and action. Well, people are not so kind, labeling it as another stumble, and some perceive this as a rocky Phase 5. So today, we're diving headfirst into this debate. Is Captain America: Brave New World a Marvel masterpiece, worthy of the shield? Or was it an MCU mistake, a sign of ongoing pains? We'll break down the good, the bad, the surprising, and the downright. So let's get into it. Then let's start with the masterpiece side of the coin. For many, Brave New World performed absolutely good, especially in these key areas. Like Anthony Mackie truly owned the shield now. And his Cap isn't just about super strength, it's about leadership, moral conviction, and navigating a complex political landscape. We saw him grappling with the weight of the mantle, the legacy of Steve Rogers, and proving why he's the Cap for a modern world. His grounded approach and focus on strategy felt fresh and earned. Then there is the political thriller vibe. Remember Winter Soldier? Many people felt Brave New World recaptured that grounded and espionage thriller feel that made the Winter Soldier such a standout. The conspiracy, the double crosses, the stakes felt real and contemporary. And it wasn't just about cosmic threats, it was about power, trust, and national identity, which resonates deeply. Next is Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. Because let's be real, Harrison Ford was a huge draw, and his portrayal of President Ross, and especially Red Hulk, was captivating. He brought gravity, and a new layer to a character we thought we knew. The transformation, the raw power, and the sheer presence of Red Hulk were exhilarating. It felt like a truly impactful introduction. Then there is grounded action and stakes. Because unlike some recent MCU entries, the action in Brave New World felt more tactile and impactful. Sam's fighting style is distinct, utilizing his wings and shield in creative ways. And the stakes, while tied to a global conspiracy, felt more personal and immediate, which is what Captain America stories excel at. And lastly, return to MCU roots. Like for those craving more interconnectedness, Brave New World delivered it. This movie felt like a true continuation of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and had tangible links to the Incredible Hulk, and even Eternals with the Adamantium. It felt less like a standalone adventure, and more like a crucial piece of the larger MCU puzzle. So on paper, Brave New World has some serious contenders for masterpiece status. But as we know, not everyone agrees. Because this is where a lot of the critical and audience division comes from. Then let's dig into the points of contention. Firstly, one of the most common complaints is that the movie tried to do too much in its runtime. We have Sam's journey, Red Hulk's introduction, the leader as a villain, Joaquin's arc, and various political subplots. That's why it felt crowded. Then there is the underwhelming villain, the leader. While the leader is a classic Cap villain, some felt his portrayal and ultimate impact in the film were underwhelming. So was his motivation clear enough? Did he pose a truly compelling threat, or did he feel like a means to an end? Tell me your thoughts. Next is CGI and visuals. While some action was praised, there's some moments where the CGI felt off. And this has been a recurring criticism for Marvel lately, and it's worth discussing if Brave New World contributed to that trend. Then next is the lack of unique identity. Like despite aiming for a political thriller vibe, some argued it felt too copied from Winter Soldier, without forging its own distinct path. And it did not offer enough newness to truly live up to its title. Then there is missed opportunities. Because certain characters, like Sabra or other new introductions, felt neglected. And there is more that could have been done with Isaiah Bradley. And lastly, controversies. Yes, we can't ignore some of the pre-release and post-release discussions, particularly around the character of Sabra, and initial comments from Anthony Mackie about Captain America's symbolism. While the film may have addressed some of these, but I think they might have impacted the overall perception of the movie for some viewers. So these are some strong arguments for why Brave New World might be considered a misstep. And it seems that this film tried to juggle a lot. So after weighing the evidence, the good and the bad, where does Captain America Brave New World truly land? Is it a masterpiece that revitalizes the MCU, or an MCU mistake that adds to its recent mistakes? For me, it's not a simple answer. Because Brave New World definitely has its moments of brilliance, like Mackie's performance, the excitement of Red Hulk, and some genuinely thrilling action. And it also brought back some of that grounded feel that many of us missed. However, I do think the film struggled with its ambitious scope. The pacing could have been tighter, and certain plot elements or character arcs could have used more room to breathe. And it felt like a movie with a lot of great ingredients that didn't quite unite into a perfectly harmonious dish. So ultimately, I will lean towards your personal verdict, because I am also a bit confused. It's not the critical darling that Winter Soldier was, but it certainly isn't an Eternals or Quantumania level misfire either. It feels like a solid, yet imperfect foundation for Sam Wilson's future as Captain America. Because the split critics and audience scores really highlight this, critics were tough, with 51%, but audiences were far more forgiving, like 78%. And this tells us that while it might not be a masterpiece in the traditional sense, it likely resonated much more with the general Marvel fanbase. But hey, that's just my take. And now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Is Captain America Brave New World was a Marvel masterpiece, or an MCU mistake? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this honest breakdown and discussion, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the MCU, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.